Hello everyone and welcome to Recap V. Today we'll be talking about a movie called The Warrior's Gate. The Warrior's Gate is a 2016 Chinese-French action-adventure fantasy film, directed by Matthias Huhn, and written by Luc Besson and Robert Mark Kamen. Watch out for spoilers and let us begin. The movie starts off in a bamboo forest, where we see a chained-up woman. After this, some warriors show up, and they start to fight each other. Another one comes in and he manages to fight and beat all of them. Then we see that all of this was a video game, being played by a boy called Jack Bronson. His mother comes in, and he tries to hide his game but she figures it out, and tells him that he needs to get a scholarship since she can't afford his college. And that she hasn't sold anything in her real estate business. The boy then goes outside, to play with his bike, and there he starts getting bullied by some kids from his school. He manages to get away from them and goes to his job, at a Chinese curios and antique shop. His boss gets the boy to move a package, and inside it is a vase. The boss then gives it to the boy as a gift. And then we see Jack going to sleep with the thing in his room and waking up with a sword at his neck. A warrior, Zhao, comes in with a woman, which he says is the princess, and that he is looking for the Black Knight. The boy tells him that he's the Black Knight, and explains that the Black Knight is his character in a video game. Zhao then says that the boy is worthless, and then leaves the princess there with the boy, while he leaves, through the vase. The girl starts asking Jack for his weapons and how he can protect her, which he says he can't do, and then he asks for her name. She says her name is Su Lin and then asks for some food. The boy goes to get her some food, but when he gets back, she is asleep. The next morning his mother leaves for work, while his friend comes in, and sees the girl. He tries to fist bump her, but she takes him down. Jack then makes his friend leave, and then asks her why she did that. She then tells him, that no one is allowed to touch the princes or they get punished by death, and then he tells her that she can't do this in this world. After this she wants to go outside, and see the world. So he takes her to a shopping mall to get some new clothes. When they get back, his mother is also there, and she sees the girl. The boy makes some excuses for her staying there, while the girl acts weird. After this, they go to sleep, and the next morning his mother leaves for work, and right after that, they get attacked by some man from the princess's world. They try to fight them, but are unable to do as the princess gets captured. The boy follows behind them through the vase, and lands inside a home, where we see Zhao. Zhao gets angry at the boy for losing the princess, and when Jack tries to go outside, thinking the princess should be close, he finds an army of armed men waiting outside. They shoot some arrows at them, but thankfully none of them manage to hit them. Then the boy says he wants to go back to his world, but Zhao says he can't do that, and that only the wizard who is sleeping on the next room can help him. Right after this, the army starts attacking and they break in. They manage to hold them back till the wizard freezes them all. After this, they start going to find the princess, while the boy asks the wizard about the vase. The wizard explains that the vase is the warrior's gate. Then the boy asks how he can get back to his world. And the wizard explains that he needs to build another gate, by using 4 different kinds of wood from 4 different trees. The boy then asks about Zhao. And the wizard explains that warrior Zhao is one of the 7 companions, and that he was raised, to do one thing, to protect the emperor. The 7 companions were undefeated, until one man showed up. Arun the Cruel. Arun poisoned the warriors, and killed the emperor. The only people left alive were Su Lin and Zhao. The wizard then says that he searched through his seeing stone to find the greatest warrior, to protect the princess, and found the Black Knight, Jack's in-game avatar, a ferocious and clever warrior. Then the wizard vanishes, to go and find the wood for the gate. Then we go to Arun the Cruel. He says that he will get married to the princess, and also gets a message that Zhao is trying to find him. The man then says kill him, meaning Zhao. But one of his warriors kills the messenger, confusing everyone, even Arun. Then we see them outside, as a man is telling Arun the number of goods they have collected. Arun isn't happy when he finds out that they only have 26 slaves. He then tells his warrior to go and kill the guy in charge of the slaves, but his warrior, again misunderstands him, and kills the guy counting their goods. Then Arun tells his warrior to only kill someone when he gives him the signal, by nodding at him. And right after that, we see the princess being sent to him, and then he puts her in a prison to wait till their marriage day. Meanwhile, we see Zhao and Jack going to sleep. And then they wake up from a rain of arrows. When Jack asks how they were found, Zhao only says that they haven't been found, but that the army is randomly shooting arrows, hoping they get lucky. Calling it the morning shower. The two of them start going to the unknown lands. And there they go through some harsh things like, not being allowed to pass the bridge from the mountain spirit, which they burn and kill. After this, Jack gets captured by some beautiful girls who want to cook and eat him alive, but thankfully Zhao shows up in time and saves him while we see that the girls were some weird tree creatures. Because of this, Jack asks Zhao to train him, so he can at least defend himself. In return, Jack teaches him how to dance, and also swim as they go through a lake. When they arrive at Arun's kingdom, they turn themselves in, as part of Zhao's plan to get into the kingdom and pass all the guards and knights. Arun welcomes them while explaining how he will execute them on his wedding day, then he locks them up. They get free by working together to take down the guard when he gives them their food. Jack then goes to free the princes, while Zhao holds some of the guards. When Jack reaches there, the princess and him are about to kiss, but sadly, Zhao comes in interrupting them, as hundreds of guards are entering the building. Zhao then starts making a circle by opening some holes on the floor. And when the man reached them, the floor breaks down from the weight. The three of them then run out, and get some horses, but as soon as they get to the gate, the horses stop. And then we see that all of this was Arun's plan. He then puts them back in their cells, where we see Zhao talking to a butterfly, confusing Jack. And then we see a weird smoke going into the princess's cell, and into her body. The next morning is the marriage day of the princes and Arun, while Zhao and Jack are made to watch and then be executed. But when Arun lifts up her veil, the princess's face is of that of a reptilian monster. And then the wizard shows up, and we see that this was his doing. He frees the two men, fixes the princess's face, and then they start to fight the others. But because they are outnumbered, they try to escape, as the princess and Jack are thrown with a catapult, while the wizard teleports Zhao and himself out of the area. After this, we go to Jack waking up and seeing the princess chained up, like in the video game. Then Arun shows up. The two of them start fighting, and somehow the boy manages to defeat him, saving the princess. Su Lin is crowned empress, and sometime afterwards they kiss, and when the empress's guards see her lipstick on Jack's face, they try to kill him for touching her. But he gets home through the warrior's gate, smashing it to pieces and rendering it useless to get back. When he goes to school the next day, Jack finally defeats his bully. He then tries to put the Warrior's Gate back together but fails, so he creates a video game called The Warrior's Gate and sells it for $25,000, helping his mom financially. Days later, Jack is at the mall for some ice cream and bumps into Su Lin. She had the wizard make her another gate, and made a new law that everyone gets holidays, even the empress. And then the movie ends as we see Zhao teaching everyone else the dance moves Jack taught him. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, comment on what you think about it, and don't forget to subscribe, so I can make more videos of movies, TV shows, animes, etc. See you all on the next video.